Hello and Assalamu alaikum. This is Maruf Saeed from Rehan School Online Academy Teachers Training Program, Level 1 Batch 5. Today I have a new topic to discuss with Khalani. So let's get started. Today's topic is discuss how to master the art of negotiation in daily life. So let's get started and ask three questions about it. So the first question is what is negotiation and why it is essential skill in daily life.
Wa alaikum assalam. Hi, I'm Annie. Nice to meet Marusha and the group. I love this topic. Negotiation is such a useful life skill. Here's a friendly, simple way to answer that first question. What is negotiation and why it's essential in daily life? What is negotiation? Negotiation is a conversation where two or more people try to reach an agreement that works for everyone. It's about sharing needs, listening, and finding a compromise or win-win solution. It can be formal, like buying a car, or informal, deciding dinner with roommates. Why is negotiation essential in everyday life? Helps solve conflicts calmly instead of arguing. Lets you get what you need while keeping relationships healthy. Saves by reaching clear agreements. Builds confidence and communication skills. Useful at work, family friendships, shopping, scheduling, and more. Quick example you can use in class. Situation: two roommates want different TV shows at the same time. Negotiation: they briefly explain why they want their show, suggest options, watch one now, swap after an episode, or use headphones, and agree on a fair plan. Result: both feel heard and the conflict is resolved. Want a simple 3-sentence definition for a short answer? I've got one ready. Negotiation is a conversation to reach an agreement that balances everyone's needs. It's essential because it resolves conflicts, preserves relationships, and helps us get fair outcomes in daily life. Good negotiation uses listening, clear requests, and creative compromises. Want help turning this into an interactive class activity or practice questions? Also, want pronunciation help for negotiation or compromise? I can say it like negotiation and KOM promise. Your turn. How would you explain negotiation in one sentence?
So, how does effective communication influence negotiation outcomes, and what role does active listening play in successful negotiation?
Great question and perfect follow-up. Here's a clear, friendly answer you can use for Maru's class. Short answer: effective communication shapes negotiation outcomes by making needs clear, building trust, and preventing misunderstandings. Active listening plays a big role by helping negotiators understand the other person's interests, show respect, and find creative solutions. Expanded points, easy to use in class. 1. How effective communication influences outcomes. Clarity, clear language, and specific requests reduce confusion and speed agreement. Persuasion, good explanations and reasoning make your proposals more convincing. Trust, honest, respectful communication builds tone and body language. Calm tone and open body language lower defensiveness and keep the conversation constructive. Framing, how you present options, benefits, trade-offs can shift choices toward a win-win. 2. The role of active listening. Understand underlying interests. People often state positions, what they want. Active listening uncovers why they want it, their needs, which opens room for better solutions. Validate feelings, saying back what you heard, so you're worried about, helps the other person feel seen and less defensive. Reduce escalation. When someone feels heard, they calm down and become more cooperative. Gather information. Listening deeply reveals constraints, priorities, and possible trade-offs you wouldn't notice otherwise. Encourage reciprocity. When you listen well, others are likelier to listen to you in return. Practical tips to show in class. Use I statements. I feel concerned about the deadline because, clearer than blaming. Paraphrase, it sounds like you need more time for quality. Shows understanding. Ask open questions. Why is that option important to you? Reveals interests. Pause and reflect. Give short silence after someone speaks to absorb the info. Mirror tone and posture lightly. Subtle matching builds rapport, don't overdo it. One sentence summary to memorize. Effective communication improves negotiation by making needs clear and building trust. Active listening helps uncover true interests, calm emotions, and create win-win solutions. Want a tiny role play you can practice aloud? I can set up a quick scenario and characters. We can practice negotiation dialogue, and I'll coach your language and pronunciation. Want to try?
So, how can body language affect negotiation results?
Ooh, great question. Body language is huge. Here's a friendly, simple breakdown you can use with Maru's group. Short answer. Body language sends signals about confidence, openness, and trust. Positive nonverbal cues make others more willing to cooperate. Negative cues can create defensiveness or doubt. Key points to teach, simple examples. Eye contact. Steady, natural eye contact shows interest and honesty. Avoiding eyes may seem evasive. Staring too hard can feel aggressive. Posture. Open, relaxed posture, uncrossed arms, leaning slightly forward, shows engagement. Slouching or turning away signals disinterest. Facial expressions. A genuine smile and calm expression build warmth. Furrowed brows or tight lips can signal anger or skepticism. Gestures. Purposeful hand gestures help explain points and show confidence. Fidgeting or excessive movements can distract or signal nervousness. Tone of voice. Even though it's not visual, tone is part of body language. A calm, steady voice builds trust. A harsh or shaky voice raises tension. Personal space. Respecting comfortable distance shows respect. Invading space can feel threatening. Mirroring, subtly matching the other person's nonverbal style creates rapport. Do it gently and naturally. Timing and pauses. Comfortable silence and measured pacing show control and thoughtfulness. Rushing may seem desperate. Quick classroom activity idea. Pair up and give each pair a short negotiation, e.g., choosing a meeting time. One person speaks while the other only uses body language, no words. Then swap. Debrief how nonverbal cues change the feel and outcome. One sentence takeaway. Body language shapes trust and emotions in negotiation. When your nonverbal cues match your words, you're more persuasive and create better outcomes. Want to practice a short role play where I coach your body language cues? I can give specific lines and what gestures, expressions to use. Which scene sounds fun? Asking for a raise, or deciding a project deadline with the teammate.
So, the next question is how can understanding the other person needs improve negotiation outcomes, and what are the common mistakes people make during negotiation?
Nice, great question from Maru. Okay, let's break this down simply and practically. How to tell someone needs improved negotiation outcomes. Repeated poor results. They often accept offers that are below their minimum or give away too much too quickly. Feeling dissatisfied afterward. They say, I lost, or I didn't get what I wanted, even when a deal happened. Avoiding negotiation. They avoid asking for raises, promotions, or better terms because they fear conflict. Short, unclear goals. They go into talks without a clear target, walk-away point, or priorities. Getting emotionally hijacked. They become defensive, hostile, or shut down during talks. Over-relying on compromises. They settle for middle ground, even when creative value creation was possible. Poor preparation. They lack facts, alternatives, be TNA, or knowledge of the other side's needs. Bad communication habits. They interrupt, talk too much, or fail to ask open. Agreements are vague and not make during negotiation. Not preparing. No BAT priorities. Focusing only on price position. Ignoring interests, needs, and creative options. Revealing too much too soon. Telling your walkaway point or urgency. Anchoring or setting your own anchor. Letting emotions drive choices. Anger or fear cause concessions or shutdowns. Talk instead of listening. Failing to ask open questions and discover the other side's interests. Making it personal. Attacking the yes too quickly. Accepting
Thank you so much for your
early
time,
offers instead of
Khalani. I
exploring
hope you
value.
enjoyed this conversation. We will
Overusing
meet with the new
ultimatums.
conversation with the new
Threats reduce
topic.
trust and
Until take
options.
care. Allah Hafiz.
Ignoring nonverbal cues.